On this TV show, the creators of the XRP Ledger made a live announcement that they believe XRP might reach $1,000 by 2030. After I play the video, we'll discuss these gentlemen's backgrounds, why you would want to listen to them, and of course, how much market capitalization is needed to reach $1,000 XRP, that a large number of people have viewed, we shared on social media, etc. Since Ripple has already established itself in the TradFi industry, we are really optimistic about it, and XRP in particular. They've been really sort of rigorous about collecting dozens of various licenses all throughout the world to actually make sure that they are positioned to own the industry when the institutions actually come into blockchain, into crypto, which they're already starting to do with stable coins. That is undoubtedly a really useful application. And it's fantastic that Ripple has its own stable coin, the RLUSD. Additionally, we have already begun teaching the community about them. In the end, we simply have a lot of faith in the purpose and what they are already doing to bring in all these major institutions. One excellent example of how they will be using the XRP ledger in the real world to settle trades, etc., much more quickly and affordably than would be feasible otherwise as hidden road purchase. Additionally, there are, of course, international money transfers. We believe that all of those many factors make it one of the companies that will shape the next 10 years. And I believe this is the first time I'll say it, but I believe XRP will reach $1,000 by 2030. I know many people have been asking for my XRP price targets. In my opinion, it's a really significant project, possibly one of the most significant ones currently underway. By 2030, the XRP ledger will reach $1,000. Let's take a closer look at these two individuals. I watched the whole thing. It was really well spoken. EZA was co-founded by Phil Kwok. In addition to having experience with EZA Labs and the EZA app, he is a lawyer who has worked for prestigious legal firms like Sullivan and Cromwell and Linkladders. He was a lecturer at Cambridge University and ranked top. Additionally, he participates in open source Web3 initiatives. Afterwards, Dom Kwok, who is credited with co-founding EZA background, earned a summa cum laude degree from Pennsylvania's Wharton Law School. And we both studied Benjamin Franklin and Joseph Wharton. He was a member of Cloud Kitchen's founding team and worked for the Blackstone Group. Thus, it is clear that these folks have a high level of education. They're not simply your run-of-the-mill random guy throwing out random prices about the XRP ledger. They have excellent insight into the events occurring on the XRP ledger. These folks probably have some knowledge that we do not. EZA, what is it? EZA is an educational Web3 app. In the US and Europe, they have roughly 1 million users. So, it's no little accomplishment. Very impressive. What exactly are we talking about when we discuss a price target of $1,000 by 2030? Current market cap is roughly $208 billion. The market capitalization of XRP Ledger would reach $59.24 trillion if it were to reach $1,000. Keep in mind that this is not a one-for-one situation. $1 is equivalent to $1 in market value. Keep in mind that there is a multiplier effect at work here, and we are unsure of when it will level off. However, at the moment, the multiplier effect on inflows and outflows for the XRP ledger might range from 100x to 600x. That would be $50 trillion if we were to add $500 billion to the XRP ledger during the course of the following 5 years, assuming a 100x multiplier. Therefore, you need to consider how much money could enter the XRP ledger through these spot ETFs and ETFs. In a very short time, Bitcoin reached $150 billion. In Canada, 280 million Canadian dollars are already being invested in spot ETFs. Consider the institutional level that will exist in the United States. Recall that at the moment, XRP is the most desired ETF for institutions. Will that be different? May alter in the future, but the demand is evident at the moment. The reason that demand is so strong is due of you, the XRP Army. You are talented, intelligent, well-educated, and simply wonderful. And you have my sincere gratitude for accompanying me on this journey and teaching me all of this every day. I therefore want to express my sincere gratitude. It has a lot of meaning. I had the opportunity to meet some of my channel's viewers yesterday at a cookout, and they were the sweetest folks I've ever met. And a big shout out to Jordan, Richard, and Jennifer, of course. I truly appreciate you having me, and I had a blast. To what extent is this extreme? The combined market value of all cryptocurrencies is less than $10 trillion. For your knowledge, we are discussing a market capitalization that is really high. Do I believe that XRP will reach these levels in the future? That's what I really believe. We'll have to wait and see how this all plays out, but I may be wrong, of course, and this guy who's summa cum laude, whatever could be wrong too. Ardent supporter of the XRP ecosystem, who in fact doubled the leverage for his business, Tuckrim. Sal is actually discussing boosting XRP on another CNBC. You must adore it. Pay attention. Coming later in this week, there's a lot going on with cryptocurrency. Sal Gilberti, the CEO and president of Two Cream Trading, is now joining me. This development is intriguing. You are among the companies that offer a variety of exchange-traded funds, ETFs. Is a leveraged fund that is based on the value of XRP, a significant cryptocurrency. What can you tell us about the level of interest that investors have in XRP and, of course, a leveraged instrument? Well, Don, thank you. XRP is attracting a lot of interest. They call it the XRP Army, and I realize they call it that for a reason. Tomorrow marks the 16th week since we created this fund, and the amount of money that has come in is just remarkable. Hundreds of millions of dollars is our most prosperous fund. I don't offer financial advice. If you need financial counsel, please get it. Now, let's return to the video.